LEX18 is profiling the leading candidates in the U.S. Senate race.
And today we have Amy McGrath. She's considered the front runner for the Democrats.
And she's heading into the primary with a moderate approach and millions of dollars to help. LEX18's political reporter Carolina Buchek has the story.
In 2017, Kentucky first met retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel Amy McGrath.
I spent 20 years as a U.S. Marine, flew 89 combat missions bombing Al-Qaeda and the Taliban.
At that point, McGrath was running to be a U.S. representative.
Now I'm running for Congress against Andy Barr in my home state of Kentucky.
In the primary, she won by focusing on her message of putting the country before her political party. But in November of 2018, voters cast their ballots and McGrath lost to Representative Andy Barr.
I know that we all hope that he returns to Washington with a renewed sense of purpose.
8 months later, with a new campaign video, she was back.
He never wrote back. I'm Amy McGrath, and I've often wondered, how many other people did Mitch McConnell never take the time to write back?
But this time, she's running for U.S. Senate.
I'm running for Senate because it shouldn't be like this. I learned as a daughter, a mom, a Marine, and a fighter pilot that the mission can never be forgotten.
And in her online videos, she's trying to connect to voters by showing them her everyday life.
Hey, I'm making my mark.
As the video of her family's morning routine plays, the caption reads, quote, "If I can handle getting these 3 ready for school, I can handle Mitch McConnell."
Have a good spotlight day, Ted.
McGrath is running her campaign Senate on a moderate platform. She wants changes to the healthcare system and the cost of college, but she says Medicare for all and free college are not the way forward.
Hey, Carolina.
How are you?
So in a one-on-one interview with McGrath, we asked her about her healthcare plans.
Walk us through your proposal. What are you envisioning? How do you get your plan to work?
First of all, the idea of a public option, when you talk about it to people, it is something that lots of people can get behind, whether you're a Republican or Democrat. Why? Because it just provides you more choice. You would have the choice of a government insurance plan. So my husband and I, we have a government plan. We buy it. Because I was in the military, I have that option. I think you, Carolina, ought to have that option. I think every Kentuckian ought to have that option. And if you want to buy an Uncle Sam plan, I call it, you can.
When it comes to the problems of student debt and the cost of college, McGrath does not support free college. Instead, she wants to focus on a service program.
I think going forward, I'm somebody that believes in service. I went to college and through the Uncle Sam, and I paid it back in service to my country. Now, not everybody should be in the military or can be in the military, and I understand that. But we need to provide, I think we should provide an opportunity where people can serve.
McGrath has raised millions of dollars for her Senate run, showing that she does have support behind her. However, she has faced criticism. Her primary challengers believe Washington, D.C. is influencing this race.
They are saying that you were a candidate that was selected by people in Washington, D.C. And that is the narrative that they are moving forward with. One, do you think that that's a fair criticism? And 2, how do you respond to that?
First of all, you remember last cycle, the party didn't want to have anything to do with me. And that didn't matter. This is our democracy. Voters are going to decide. Voters are going to decide, who is common sense, who is the person that is best suited to take on Mitch McConnell. And so, I'm really proud of our campaign. Within the first few weeks of our campaign, we had contributions from all 120 counties in Kentucky.
Another thing McGrath has been criticized for is her willingness to work with President Donald Trump.
I see things a little differently from my primary opponents. To me, Carolina, I took an oath to the Constitution of the United States 6 times in my life. I take it very seriously. And as senator, I would take that oath again to the Constitution. And my job would be to represent the people of Kentucky and to stand for Kentucky. So look, I will work with any president, whether he or she someday wears a red jersey or a blue jersey. That's who I am. I'm going to work with them to do what's right for Kentucky.
And in
When I was
June,
12 years old, I
voters
knew exactly what I
decide
wanted
what's
to do
right
when
for
I grew up.
Kentucky. In Lexington, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.